Born to a family of tea manufacturers, Anamika started her love affair with tea quite early in her life. While growing up in Darjeeling, every conversation at home was around tea, be it over a cuppa or otherwise. Over the years though, the family business got more focused around exporting tea, and that's the time Anamika felt the need to acquaint and educate people about this brew. Anandani Himalayan Tea Room was born in a quaint space in Shahpur Jat in New Delhi.
Well, the journey began precisely around 3 years ago. So, 3 years ago, when we were earlier working with the tea estate and the tea, all of that existed, but we've primarily been manufacturers and exporters of tea. So, when we decided to bring some of it in India, I did a small little recce. Went to Bombay, went to Calcutta, went to Delhi. We wanted Anandani Himalaya to be there. We decided on 7 different flavors with different flowers and herbs, and we wanted the focus to be natural. So no artificial essence in it, none of that. And that's how it all began. We formulated the company, we thought of the name, which was very, very important to us, that it kind of brings a bell, it's soothing, it's something that brings happiness to yourself when you sip in. And that's how the journey began.
Anandani Himalayan Tea Room is a place where people meet, sip great cups of tea and chat to their heart's content. The open ambience makes one feel more at home than a regular cafe. And with nearly 25 years of experience in everything tea, Anamika is happy to tell you about the various teas that they serve.
We had a small tea boutique earlier, but that was more on the lines where we were just retailing the packaged teas that go under Anandani Himalaya Tea. And we were also doing small little, customized workshops. We shifted and we moved into this area in November last year. And we created a community table, basically keeping in mind that we wanted people to gather around a cup of tea, which has been the way it's been for, I think, number of years, where everybody sits down together either in the evening, families get together, friends get together. It's always around a cup of tea where you will talk about politics, or you will talk about home, or you will talk about family or friends. So the concept started off with that. So this area came about keeping that in mind, and we wanted, one of the important key factors for us was that we wanted people to have good tea at a reasonable price.
Anandani is not just about the sheer array of tea that is available, but the experience itself. Each customer knows exactly where the tea is coming from, which estate, and even the water that is being used.
We give a lot of emphasis to single source, single estate teas. We started off with Manji Valley Tea Estate, which is our estate in Dharamshala. So even the classics or the handcrafted teas that we have, or the infusions that we have, are all from the estate. And now we're bringing in a couple of single estate from Darjeeling, a couple of them from Assam. We're going to bring in a few from, the Japanese and the Chinese tea as well. So, but the relevance is that we bring in from where we know the source. It's not like a trader's, like a trader's box where we just pick in what is available, or the auction. It's not like that. Even the flowers and the herbs that we choose, we have our sources in the Himalayas.
So Anamika's Anandani, in a sense, brings the flavor of the mighty Himalayas to every cup that you sip. And if you're not in a really chatty mood and haven't had your fill, then these lovely books can certainly whet your appetite. If you've been tracking the Indian art scene, then Seher Zaman's face would be familiar. This broadcast journalist has been associated with the arts and artists throughout her 14-year journalism career. Grofers raised $46.5 million from existing funders, and the valuation of the company is around $115 million. It changed its business model from being a B2B to a B2C company in the span of a year.